Regarding the GMCA report part 1, what can I say, Phil? What did we be telling people for the last, since 2014, really? We sit here today disgusted, we sit here today devastated, but we also sit here today vindicated because everything we've said has come out in the wash, so to speak.
It's a question of, do we let our guard down? This is a sad tale because it lets you know that even when you just want to have a normal life and be innocent and let your kid go about their life, when you just want to be red pilled but live a nice life, you still have to be on guard with every facet, whether your kid's online, whether you're online, your details that you put online, the things that you talk about online, the photos that you post online. I was on a chat, Billy, Pag UK, doing brilliant work, as we all know. In this chat, these texts have come up. Reading between the lines, what I think has happened. The mother has got in touch with Billy. The mother is saying that at some point on the 12th of January, starting from these texts I've got here, the mother gets a text from a number she doesn't recognise. I'm just going to try and run through it all. What turns out is to be involving her child. The nature of the text starts off with the most innocent vein, posing as a school health worker, you could say. I'm not trying to pose it either way, to be honest with you. All I know is that for any mother to get this regarding her own child, right, whether it's a girl or a boy, from an external force posing to be who they are is alarming. I would be alarmed and anyone else would be. So I've got a lot of sympathy for this lady, what was going through when she was getting these texts through from this person. So let me read through it a little bit. Sunday, the 12th of January. First message goes as follows. Hello, this is a message for... My name is Debbie. I'm the school nurse, working from home. I am wondering your little girl is okay after Friday. Many thanks. This signal bad, sorry. That was at 2:16. Right, so that's 2:15. The mother texts back. Reply from the mother at 2:19. Why, what happened on Friday? Question mark. Thanks. Is it a prank or is it predatory behaviour? I don't know. 2 minutes later, so-called Debbie replies with, okay, it was an accident. She got hit by another girl in the lady parts. She was embarrassed, so may not have told you. So this is Sunday. So why is Sunday, when she's had all weekend, this health worker, supposedly, why? Why are they texting someone in their own private time? It doesn't seem the most professional thing to do if you are representing a school, does it not? Is that not classed as after hours? 14:26, there was another reply from this so-called Debbie. I hope you didn't mind me telling you, it's just she left the note in school. Sometime later, Debbie again. Thought you should know so we are aware what problems does she get. 3:15, Debbie replies again. Bearing in mind the mother's not saying anything at this point. Can I ask, do you consent to me examining her should a problem arise in school in the area? At this point, the mother comes back just before 3:30. I will discuss this with the school in the morning if that's okay. A minute later, so-called Debbie replies, yes, you can see as I'm the nurse, you would need to see me. 10:04, the mother replies, okay, I will make an appointment in the morning. A minute after, Debbie replies again, would you like me to book you in? No reply for just over an hour, so Debbie replies again, I've booked you both to see me 9:30 tomorrow morning, please confirm. So it's clear this Debbie wants this mother to reply. I can't say for child safety on the phone, what time can you make? Now, this is in reference to the confirmation about the appointment. What this person's trying to do is trying to arrange an appointment posing as a health worker at the school, okay? 10 to bleeding 11. So what go on in here? Why is this on this health worker's brain? A minute later, the mother replies with 3 p.m. 2 minutes later, so-called Debbie, okay, 3 p.m. is great. Also, I would review injury from Friday with you present. A minute later, mum replies, okay. Same again, a minute later, Debbie replies, do you know where to go in school? And then another reply from Debbie, just to advise, as this is to review injury, it may be worthwhile her mum coming rather than her dad. This is just a normal text conversation, but when you know where it goes, it makes you think, what the hell is going on in this world? That was at 22:54. At 22:55, the mum replies, I will ask at reception on arrival. Mum will be present. That's a nice smiley face, 5 to 11. I don't know what the mum's thinking there. If this is the mum, I'm sure this is the mum. I'm sure it's not the father at this point. Then the next reply just before 11 o'clock from Debbie. Okay, you don't need to go to reception. Go to medical room downstairs. I will need a wee sample from her as well. This is kind of alluding that this person knows the school, knows something that's going on, knows details, knows the number of the mother. So will I not have to sign in at the reception first? That's from the mother. Bear in mind, this is all a few minutes, so imagine what's going through the mother's mind. This is like split-second decision. She's got to reply. 3 minutes later, Debbie replies, sign in, but then come through. Can I ask she wears sock and not tights, if possible? Just easy for when she undresses for review. This, bear in mind, 11 o'clock. So why is this Debbie thinking of this at 11 o'clock at night? Couldn't she have thought about this Friday before she left work? Bearing in mind if she's supposed to be a health worker. So I'm trying to play both sides here. If not, if it's predatory behaviour, then what the hell's going on? Yeah? If it's a prank, then seriously? Pretty much in the same minute, the mother replies, okie dokie. Then Debbie replies, okay, do you have a pot for a sample? At 11:02, mother replies, yes, I will get one from work. Are you going to prank people in this manner? If I've got the most disdain or disrespect for an individual, I've fallen out with them, I don't like them, even one of my friends say, you know what, I hate this person, so you hate them too. So I then join in this online onslaught against them. It's not my way of being, but let's imagine that there are plenty of people that are like that. If I was to do that with any individual, the kids would not become the target. The kids' sexuality would not become the target. So this so-called Debbie, which is a so-called health worker, then replies at 23:04, okay, where do you work? You would regard that as quite intrusive for a professional. Then at 23:07, okay, brilliant. It's up to you. It may be worth checking her vagina in the morning to make sure no damage. Winding people up online is one thing, but this is not nice. And then again a minute later, also, will your partner be with you? Sounds like a little bit of fishing going on. 2 minutes later at 23:10, the mother replies, my child is saying nothing has happened at all, so once I speak to the school, I will do as necessary, thank you, which kind of closes that conversation down. This is the bit now where the parents clicked. Something's not right. 3 minutes later, but she is embarrassed. I'm the nurse Friday she came into. Me holding it, her words were, I've been hit in my noonie, so I pulled curtain over and done the necessary. What the necessary is, the mind boggles, but I do think this person is fabricating a lot of stuff at this point, to which the mother replies at 11:15 or just before. Funny, she doesn't even use that word at all and totally open with me in that area. You would think now that anyone that's this sick, that think, right, I've been rumbled. You'd think, right, I'm getting out of here now. It didn't work, or I've had my kicks and I'm getting out of here. But no, they're doubling down. Doubling down. Yeah, bearing in mind the mum's on it, but they're doubling down. To which the reply from this so-called health worker, she said, Fanny, I'm being polite. I checked her over her knickers to be delicate. This is getting way too sinister, dark, deep. You've just been found out. Then within the same minute, a reply from the mother, what school do you work at? Quite inquisitive at this point. A minute later, it's not a lie. So this person is obviously feeling now that they're being rumbled. The mother is bang on it now. And I think with every text that has gone from 10 to 11 now, this person's just digging themselves a bigger grave, because there's nothing you can say now. The jig is up, as it were. Same again, before the minute's done, what school do you work at? 2 minutes later, from this so-called health worker, I can't say for child safety. Ask me anything. I did check over her knickers. She lifted skirt up behind curtain. That was just before 20 past 11. Then the mother replies, well, I know my ex-kid's school, so I'm sure you could say the name. Shame she doesn't wear a skirt. So there you go. The mother's rumbled this individual again. This person replies back, I meant she dropped a trouser. I deal with more than one child. Really? And do you treat every child with this amount of attention when it's not even a school night? It gets to 28 minutes past 11 and this so-called health worker's still replying. To prove it, I could even say what colour knickers she had on and hope you don't mind my concern. That don't sound like concern, that sounds like a perversion. But anyway, within the same minute again, the mother's on it. You're all about her private area, but nothing formal. The mother's now highlighting to the lack of professionalism that is being displayed by this so-called professional, this so-called health worker that is ringing someone best part of midnight on a Sunday night, but on school business. Won't tell her what school, but apparently works at the same school as the pupil. Within a minute, this Debbie replies, she got her there, so I'm advising you I'm a nurse. Yeah. 4 minutes later, this so-called health worker, did you mind me checking her Friday? And then again, 8 minutes later, no reply from the mother, so this so-called health worker goes on again. NHS have just called you to assess her injury as you won't let me. Now at 11:45 on a Sunday, that has got to be the final rumbling. It gets to 23:45 and this Debbie replies again, okay, I won't bother you again as I've advised, good night. Then 23:46, thought you was having a meeting tomorrow, replies the mother. 23:46, we are, but you say I'm lying. 23:47, well, the meeting will still go ahead. 23:48, Debbie, yes, it will, and the examination. Reply from the mother, which is just a thumbs up. 23:49, so this is 10 to 12 on a Sunday. If she in trousers, she will need them down. 2 minutes later, this so-called health worker replies again, I'll ask her to get on the bed, cover her middle lower, her trousers and slip her knickers down, that okay? 5 minutes later, to let you know also at 2:45 I have got a little lad I am seeing with willy trouble, so if you come in med room and curtain is closed, please don't enter, that okay? Seems to be quite fixated with kids' private parts, you would think. The mother replies, is that all you see, private areas on the children? 3 minutes later, no, not at all, but happen occasionally. I'm a school nurse. Now it gets to midnight, just after midnight, so technically the 13th of January. Can I ask, do you want a chaperone? And again, 9 minutes past 12, remember 9 minutes past 12 on Monday, this so-called health worker replies with, you haven't asked me what colour knickers she had on. That seems to be the cusp of the correspondence, to my knowledge. To my knowledge, as far as I'm aware, up until me recording this video, the mother concerned had gone to the school to report this. The school had made it categorically clear that whoever had been texting you throughout the night on Sunday going into Monday morning is not representative of the school. He's not a health worker for the school, has nothing to do with the school. So from that point, this lady, the mother, then went to the police. She's reported it to the police on the premise that the police were then going to make a home visit in order to interview this lady. Now, that is the point where I am up to, and I don't know anything else up until this point. There's all manner of questions that have been brought to this lady's real world, because this isn't an app, this isn't a chat room, this is a direct communication that's come in from a un-ID'd number into the phone. So this lady, from what I can see looking at this, has not invited this correspondence, doesn't know of this person in any way. So there's the sinister elements to this that should leave a cautionary tale with mothers, with fathers, with pupils.
What now? What will we do now as an organisation? Well, of course, we've always been a group that pushes for accountability, and accountability must be had. These people must be held to account for their absolute failures. It's criminal, and they should be investigated for a criminal case. I don't mind saying that I've also got another investigation myself going with the GMCA regarding the uncovered evidence of Tony Lloyd's meeting in 2013 along with Colin Lambert, so there's more to come yet. So yeah guys, not good, is it? Vindicated today knowing what we said was happening has now today been finally shown to the world.